Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away.
Sure.
Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues.
Yep.
Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, totally. Well, for starters, our community issue that my group chose, was mandating that companies whose products contain genetically modified ingredients or GMOs, that they clearly state that on their boxes and packaging. My group, my group mates are into fitness and they watch what they eat and what they put into their body. We all decided that we wanted to incorporate that into our final speech. And I learned about the GMO controversy in high school, but I wanted to do my own research and find out what I believe. I brought this topic to my group and they loved it. From the start, we started researching it and we got more and more into it, and we soon decided that that was going to be our topic.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action.
Yep.
Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Yeah, totally. Our final call to action for our group was to write a letter to your Congress leader. Um, we could we chose this um, we chose this because this is, to us, the most effective option. We could have said to write a letter to the president or to different company CEOs, but we found that this alternative was the most effective as sent or that would be not as effective as sending a letter to your Congress leader, for the fact that the president can't make decisions without getting others' approvals, and we wanted all the companies to clearly state that GMOs were used, not just one or two.
I see.
Hmm.
Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
When working in a group, I guess you never know what to expect. I know what my strengths are, and I know what my weaknesses are, but coming into a group, I don't necessarily know my group mates' strengths or weaknesses. So, um, with my strengths, I am a good coordinator, and I think um, I showed that the urgency to get this project done early rather than wait till the last minute, and just helping others when they needed help. And I think we all helped each other with our strengths and weaknesses. Um, we helped, we and I helped one of with our group members if they needed help finding sources to intertwine into their paragraph, or just needing to finish their paragraph off with a bang.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
I think my group worked together really well. I think working in a group, there will be always struggles that you have to overcome to get to the end goal. But being a college student and others in my group are college students, we have totally different schedules, and this is an obvious struggle of our group. One of our group members is a student at Leith and have practices after class, and the other one works out after class, and I have work during the week, so meeting some time when everyone wasn't busy was a little bit of a struggle, but we got through it. We were able to meet once a week before the deadline, which made us very successful, so we could get our project done, and we were very coordinated, and we knew what other people had and what gaps we needed to fill.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from COMM 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
I think in COMM 110, my biggest takeaway this semester was having to get up in front of the classroom at least once a week. Um, Coming into college, I wasn't really confident in my public speaking. I did a little bit in high school, but I wasn't necessarily 100%. Um, and go getting up in front of the class, even if it was only 30 seconds or less, it helped me a lot with building my confidence when speaking in front of large groups, maybe 30 people. Um, I'm not necessarily there yet for maybe 100 people, but I'll get there and I'll work on my weaknesses and my strengths will build. Um, and maybe my strength or my weaknesses will move into my strengths.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
All right, thank you.